In the world of Formula One, there's been a bombshell drop. Christian Horner just delivered a jaw-dropping warning to Max Verstappen about team loyalty, and let me tell you, it's nothing short of ridiculous. Now, buckle up and hold on tight, because we're about to dive into this video today to uncover all the juicy details. You won't want to miss this. Here we begin. The Red Bull team principal Christian Horner sent a strong message to his world champion driver Max Verstappen, reminding him that no one person is more important than the team. This came after Verstappen hinted at the possibility of leaving Red Bull during the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix weekend. Before the qualifying session, reports suggested that the team might suspend Helmut Marko, the Motorsport Advisor for Red Bull. It's believed this was due to an investigation into recent media leaks. Verstappen, who had been relatively neutral about the internal issues within the team, expressed full support for Marko after securing pole position. He hinted that if Marko were to leave, it could affect his own future with the team. After winning the race in Jeddah, Verstappen was pressed further on the matter. He was asked if he would genuinely consider leaving the team at the end of 2024, potentially giving up a chance to win the championship in 2025. Verstappen didn't directly respond to the question and kept his cards close to his chest. Meanwhile, Christian Horner hinted that there are many drivers interested in the Red Bull seat for next season, as Sergio Perez's contract is ending after the 2024 season. Despite Red Bull's success on the track, with Verstappen and his teammate Sergio Perez finishing first and second in Jeddah, the team faced another turbulent race week. Horner stressed that while Verstappen is crucial to the team, every member plays a part in their success. He seemed to challenge Verstappen's suggestion that he might reconsider his position if Helmut Marko left the team. "Max is important to us and a great driver," said Horner after Verstappen's win, "but everyone in the team plays a role. We work as a team, and no one person is more important than the team. Our main goal is the team's performance, which comes first for everyone, from top to bottom. Without the team working in absolute harmony, it is impossible to achieve performances like this. But if an individual doesn't want to be in the team, we don't force people to be here. The people here work in this sport and this team because they want to be here because they're passionate about what they do. That passion enables us to deliver not average results, but exceptional results. And it is that passion and commitment by every member that is the DNA of Red Bull Racing. That will continue not just this week, not next week, but to continue what we've done for 20 years for the next 20 years. When asked about his relationship with Verstappen, Horner said everything was fine. He mentioned, "It is absolutely fine with Max." According to him, Verstappen is working well with the team and there's no tension or stress. Horner noted how relaxed Verstappen is around everyone on the team, and this is reflected in his performance on the track. So, there are no issues with Verstappen from their perspective. Even though there's a lot of talk about their relationship, Horner stated it hasn't affected the team's focus on their job. He emphasized that they see themselves as one team. However, Horner acknowledged that they wouldn't stop him if Verstappen wanted to leave the team before his contract ended. He explained, "It's like anything in life. You can't force somebody to be somewhere just because of a piece of paper." In other words, they wouldn't force him to if Verstappen didn't want to stay with the team. That applies whether it's a machine operator, a designer, or somebody in one of the support functions that runs through the business. Being involved in a team like this involves commitment and passion. And Max has that. We've seen that. He's been here since he was 18 years old, and I have no doubt of his commitment and passion going forward. But you know, that's pretty much the way it is. No individual is bigger than the team. We have a phenomenal car. We've got one seat open for next year. I probably have 16 drivers who are desperate to be in that car for next year. He added, "We have a strong relationship with Max. He's done a wonderful job. His focus is very much on what he's doing on the track, and that's where our focus is." Toto Wolff, who runs the Mercedes team, said they'd gladly hire Verstappen if he became available because Lewis Hamilton will be going to Ferrari in 2025. Wolff said, "I would love to have him. Max needs to decide, but every team wants him." On Friday, Marko, who helped bring Verstappen to Red Bull, hinted he might get in trouble over leaks about the investigation into Horner, but on Saturday, Marko said everything was fine after Verstappen publicly supported him. Verstappen warned Red Bull that he might leave if Marko was gone, which was seen as a big warning. It seems like the tension has calmed down now, but Horner didn't let it go and brought it up again, talking about the controversy around Marko and Verstappen's comments during the race weekend. "We're all part of one team, and no one person is more important than the team," he stated. "There are over 1,400 people in this team, from top to bottom, and each person has a role to play." With Red Bull under intense scrutiny, every comment made by Horner must have been carefully thought out. Verstappen later tried to say that the divisions within the team, especially between his father Jos and the team principal, could now be resolved. "I always said that the most important thing is for us to work together and keep the peace," he explained. "That's what we all agree on within the team, so hopefully, from now on, that's fully the case. Everyone is working towards the same goals. The good thing is that all this drama hasn't affected our performance, so it's still a strong team." During an interview with the Daily Mail at the Hanot Rally in Belgium, Jos Verstappen stuck to his previous statements, emphasizing his stance. "I think it's too late for that now," Jos remarked when asked if the situation could be put behind them as Horner suggested in the FIA press conference on Wednesday. "If that's what he wants, okay, but I doubt it'll happen. I don't want to talk too much more, it might cause problems. But what matters most to me is that Max is happy. That's what's important to me. I just want him to be happy." Jos also mentioned, "But all these things happening are affecting Max. He was third in the first practice, but all we're hearing about is Horner and what's going on with his situation." In the press conference the other day, Horner made it all about himself and his issues when we should be focusing on Max, the car, his performance, and the race, Jos commented. "I've already expressed that I believe it's causing issues if he continues to stay. I think it's too late for Christian to just say, 'Leave me alone,' but with the support of the Thai owner, I think he'll remain for the rest of the season," Jos added. "I've mentioned before that it would be detrimental if he stays. This whole situation really isn't good for the team." Before the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix this weekend, there was news that Helmut Marko, Red Bull's Motorsport Advisor, was linked to a new investigation about leaks related to the original case. When Marko mentioned on Austrian TV that he might get suspended because of this new investigation, Verstappen supported him. However, things seemed to calm down when Marko met with Oliver Mintzlaff, Red Bull's CEO of corporate projects, in the F1 paddock on Saturday. Horner said he didn't know about Marko's situation being in jeopardy until it came out in the media. He downplayed the idea that Marko, who is 80 years old and from Austria, would be pushed out of his role. "The talk about suspension was as surprising to the team as it was to anyone else," Horner stated, "so we were quite shocked to hear that. Helmut works as a contractor for Red Bull GmbH, so it was a matter between them and we weren't involved in that conversation," Horner explained. "I've known Helmut since 1996 and yeah, he's been significant over the years. His role has changed, but I've known him for a very long time," Horner added. Approaching 81 years old, he's still clearly passionate about Formula One, which is a good thing. So what do you think of Horner's warning to Verstappen over team loyalty? Comment below and subscribe for more.